my God, thank you so much.
I didn't think about like the pink and black contrast, but you're pulling it off.
I always do.
You know, I didn't see the pockets on the boots either. That is awesome.
I was keeping stuff in them earlier, but then like I decided against it because like it wasn't so hot. But you know, like it.
If you want to keep a cookie in there for later, you go ahead, okay?
Not only is that outfit fabulous, but it's practical.
It is practical.
Very practical. I don't even need a purse with boots as versatile as these. Probably fast fashion made by some. I don't know. We don't worry about that because it's vegan leather, right?
Oh, that's good.
Exactly. It's not a real cow didn't even have to die to make these boots. Just some child in Shenzhen.
Are vegans even fast? I thought they were slow.
Huh? I
thought vegans were slow. How could it be fast fashion?
I don't know. You see, it's not made with real skin. It's just made with the blood of some child in a. Anyways, how are you doing? Yes,
there was a child that lost blood recently.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so great to have
blood a lot because that's what children do.
Yeah.
Their bones are squishy, so that when they break them, they heal faster.
That's
until
true.
they're like 20 years old when their brain.
Are you some kind of doctor or something?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
So Atlas.
Yes.
Hamtramck Queer Alliance.
Hamtramck Queer Alliance. What an amazing little thing.
What is it exactly?
So the Hamtramck Queer Alliance got its start a little over a year ago, and it is just when me, Josh, Darren, Tim, all the other people who are and Jesse and all the other people who are helping lead this movement, right? When we noticed about a year or so ago when things got a bit tumultuous for the queer community here in Hamtramck, that there wasn't any sort of like centralized group to sort of like people to rally behind and like use to help organize and show a grander sense of community for this area in considering how vehemently queer Hamtramck just inherently is and always has been. The fact that there wasn't any sort of larger organization in place, we were like, hey, why not? Let's step up to the plate and try and do something about that, right?
Yeah, it's baffling that there wasn't.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so there's there's lots of stuff that we've been doing in that year plus time. We've raised a little bit of hell. We've been out. We've shown the community that we are here, that we're not going to remain silent. We're not going to slunk back into the shadows. We're not going to, just disappear behind whatever they're, to give into whatever sort of any.
Right. And you guys hold all sorts of events, right?
Yes, we do. We have weekly events. We have 2 weekly events, and they switch off every other week. We have our general membership meetings, which are every other Sunday, usually sometime around like 3 o'clock.
Okay.
And we also have every Sunday that isn't our general membership meetings is our HQA game nights, which get held at Book Suey. And those are fun. We play board games. We play D&D sometimes. We just sit around and shoot the shit sometimes.
You said H2A?
HQA.
Oh, okay.
HQA, yeah, sorry. In terms of other events, we do have some stuff coming up.
How would we get involved in the general member meetings?
So when it comes to the general membership meetings, you can join our Facebook group, which is Hamtramck Queer Alliance, which there's 2 pages. We have our public-facing page to do stuff where we don't have to, deal with all of Facebook's weird little shit about, and we can, that's our public facing page. And then we also have the Hamtramck Queer Alliance group, which is our private group, which you do have to actually be vetted for.
Probably smart.
If your profile is like 3 hours old and just some picture of a white dude in a truck, yeah, you're probably not gonna make it in.
Yeah, if you're John Dewar, you're not getting in there.
Yeah, and specifically if you're John Dewar, he's been denied about 20 times so far. I don't know why he keeps trying. But yeah, all of our events get shared by our public-facing page, and we have conversation and stuff like that on our private group page. And there was something I'm forgetting.
Oh, we were going to talk about the other events, the ones that you have coming up.
Oh, okay, yeah,
in
for sure.
In the meantime, what do you do? What is your involvement with the Hamtramck Queer Alliance?
I am the vice president of the HQA. I'm one of the 5 members of the e-board. We're very busy is what we are. It's exhausting, especially recently, over the past, oh god, it's been like 6 months, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't have to explain to anyone here what's going on and what's been going on, but
Right.
For the most part, at this point, we feel like we've reached sort of the off-ramp, right, where we've been having correspondence with the city itself as an entity. We've been rallying community members and other groups outside of just the core queer community to speak with us and begin to start to understand us. And we feel like we're starting to feel the beginnings of the meaningful change that we felt like we really needed to achieve at the start of all of this turmoil in the city. It feels like ages ago, but in reality, it was less than a year ago.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's great. I mean, it's so much work to do what you're doing, especially when, it's against you like that.
Yeah. So it sitting there across the table from someone who at one point seemed like they just wanted nothing more than you to exist can be difficult.
Yeah.
But what we've come to at the very least is at a point where no one at the table just wants the other person not to be there anymore.
Good.
Right? We want to sit there and learn how to be good neighbors to each other.
Right.
Right? And that's really what such a culturally and intricately diverse city and just breeding ground for the very concept of the American melting pot of Hamtramck has always been about.
That's amazing. That's great work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What's the next event that we could come to? You said you had a few coming up, right?
Yes. The next event that we have coming up is at PLAVE. It is this Saturday, Mutual
that's a day.
Slay Cabaret. We're co-hosting Mutual Slay Cabaret. That is PLAVE. It starts at 8. I don't know how late the event's going to go, but it's upstairs at PLAVE 10, I believe is the name of the building. Anyway,
Right, yep.
And it's just going to be a gay old time, as expected.
Yeah.
And aside from that, we have actually with Planet Ant itself, the last Sunday of October. Excuse me, I have all sorts of stomach issues.
You're
Why
excused.
don't you have a cookie?
No,
Actually, can you pass
that's the
me-
last thing I need right now, bitch. Anyway, last Sunday of October, you were supposed to throw it in his mouth. Come on, you can do better than that. Toss it back. Toss it back. Toss it back.
Sorry,
There you go.
tell me what. Tell me
No,
about the event.
no,
We're interrupting you.
We gotta
No.
we gotta handle this.
Okay,
right? We
toss it.
started something in the mouth though. Okay, there you go. Are you okay? Are you ready to try again?
Okay, wait. Tell us about the event.
Okay, so HQA and Planet Ant is working on the community garden connected to the library. We are doing a cleanup event the last Sunday of October, which I believe is the 29th. We're going to be doing a cookout and cleanup of the library, and we're also going to be cleaning up the alley and just the parking lot of the library in general, and roughly like the alley and in front of the Ant, just beautifying Hamtramck just a little bit more, and just cleaning things up before fall comes around and everything that's there has a chance to die and look ugly and terrible, right?
Alice, thank you so much for all the work you do.
Absolutely.
And thanks for coming on the show. That was great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me. Absolutely.
Hey, let's hear it for Alice one more time.
Woo!